Okay. All right. So let's talk a little bit about bugging people and what it means to bug people in our business. And I have to show you guys. I have the slideshow, and I know I put slideshows on almost everything I do, but it helps me keep my ADHD brain like on track when we're having these conversations. So today I want to talk to you guys about how not to bug people. And this seems super structured because there's a slideshow, but literally I came up with this like 10 minutes ago. And the reason I thought how not to bug people would be an important topic to share with pretty much everyone is because I think at some point in our business, every single one of us have had this thought of, I don't want to bug people or I don't want to be a pest. I actually had a host post on Facebook and tag me, and thank God I have tag turns on, tag screenings turned on, because she said, Sharon, I've already invited so many people, but I don't want to be a pest. And it kind of hurt my heart a little bit because I didn't ask her to do that. That was not in my instructions to her on how to have a home show. These are just things that she decided to do on her own and then declared herself a pest. So I'm like, no, 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 that's not my vibe. That's not how I do that. And so then it just occurred to me how many times I hear this, and I want to talk to you guys about it. So first things first, I think we need to put ourselves in a different headspace, and think less about how Scentsy can bug or pester people and more about how Scentsy can help people. Now, I'm going to go through all the things that I've heard in the last couple of days, the last couple of weeks, of how Scentsy helps people in my life. And hopefully, while I'm talking about these things, you're going to start having some ideas sparked of all of the ways that Scentsy helps people in your life. And you can actually add to this list and have like a huge long idea list of how Scentsy actually helps people, because that's really our main focus. So we help people have clean air. We have the air purifier. I'm a huge fan of our air purifier. I have many in my home. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I talk about the purifier pretty often. I've had hosts so they can get the air purifier at a discount. I have people joining so they can get the air purifier at cost. Okay, air purifier is huge. People really appreciate that. Help hosts have a cozy home for game night. I have a Scentsy Club Scentsy Club subscriber that I reached out to her the other day. I said, thank you so much for continuing your Scentsy Club subscription with me. And she said, no problem. I absolutely love how it makes my house smell when I have people over for game night. And help teachers have a fresh classroom. If you know a teacher, you know a teacher who has a stinky classroom. I promise you. I have never met a teacher who went, oh, my classroom is so fresh and clean all the time. Every teacher thinks their classroom smells bad, and they use Scentsy to help it not smell bad anymore. Help moms keep soccer bags fresh. I myself am a soccer mom, and I have nasty, nasty soccer bags in my home. I can use Scentsy to wash them. I can use Scentsy Fresh to spray them down, and it keeps everything from getting just absolutely funky. Okay. Help smokers have a more welcoming car. I have met many of smokers in my years in Scentsy that like to use our strongest scent circles and our strongest pods to help make their car a little more welcoming when people get into their car. And you can also extend that to their homes. People who smoke in their homes really like to have super strong scents like clove and cinnamon and cinnamon bear in their homes, so that when non-smoking guests come into their homes, they're a little more comfortable. Help sensitive people who don't like the smell of harsh cleaners have a clean home with gentle and fun scents. That's me. That's me. That's me. 100% that's me. I hate the smell of pine sol. I hate the smell of bleach. So I absolutely adore our clean line because it means I have a clean home without the harsh chemical smell. Help fun-loving ladies have another reason to get their friends together. I literally know ladies who just like to get together and have parties because they like to get their friends together. It's almost less about the purchasing experience and the products and more about just getting people together and having a good time. And probably our most important way that we help people is to help people earn extra income to support their families. I have a frontline consultant who joined Scentsy so she could afford her dog. I have frontline consultants who join Scentsy though, so they can afford their weddings, so they can put braces on their kids' teeth, so they can afford a better car payment, so get a better car with a different car payment. All kinds of reasons people join to have extra income. And that is something that actually helps people that we have with our products and with our company. So what we're thinking about here now, we're shifting our president, or well, I would say president and CEO, but he's not the president and the CEO. So our president, Orville Thompson, likes to tell the story of living arrows out versus arrows in. And it's this idea that we're focusing not on ourselves, but on those who are external to us and how we can focus on them. So the question is then, who are you thinking of when you're bugging someone or you feel like you're being a pest? Really, who are you thinking of? Because unless the other person has told you that you're bugging them or you're being a pest, the person you're thinking about is yourself. You're thinking about, like, how does this benefit me? How can I support me? What's in it for me? Not how am I helping the other person with approaching them with my product or with my offer. Okay. So then who are you thinking about when you're helping somebody? Well, obviously you're thinking about them, right? If I'm offering you help in some way with my product, with my opportunity, with my time, with my words, I am thinking about you. I'm thinking, how can I help you? And we just went over a huge long list of all the different ways that Scentsy products and Scentsy opportunity can help people. So it's with that mindset that we move forward in our business. So when you approach customers from a place of service and helping, you are never bugging or pestering people unless they say you are, in which case, okay, thank you for sharing. Thank you for telling me what you need from our relationship. Okay. So let's talk about what that looks like in real life, because at the end of the day, we need to know whether or not we are coming from a place of arrows in or coming from a place of arrows out when we're talking to our customers and our friends and our family, right? So bug language. This is bug language I see all the time in Scentsy land. And, it's a cultural shift that needs to be made, right? Bug language. I need you to help me reach a goal. I need a favor. I'm going to get canceled if you don't support me. I need people to support me. I had a consultant actually say this to me, and it's typed out too. So it's like there's a reminder for me all the time. I just want people to be supportive of my new journey. I need to book parties. I need to sponsor someone. So it's this idea that everything that I do in my business is of service to me. And I expect my customers, and I feel entitled to having my customers or the people around me serve me and support me. When that's just not the way business works, right? That's not the way business works. Business doesn't come to any organization because the community feels like they need to support them. Okay. Maybe nonprofits do, but even then, nonprofits have to be super nice to people in order to get support. Okay. So here's how you know that you're using arrows out language. Well, that's what's in it for me, right? So what's in it for me? It's a bug language. Help language, or what's in it for them looks a little bit more like this. I noticed you checking out the warmer. How would you like to get it for half price? Did your order make it all right? It's a follow-up question. Did you know you can get cash back on all your own orders with a consultant account? We can do a fundraiser for your daughter's soccer team if you'd like. Don't forget we can get the air purifier for half price with a party. Your favorite pod scent's being discontinued this month. I can grab you a 6-pack for only $45. So now look at the difference between the help language and the bug language. The bug language is me-centered. The help language is them-centered. And because I'm thinking about them and what they might need and I am helping them, I am not bugging them. I'm serving them and I'm helping them, right? Oh, that was at the end of my slideshow. Well, good to know. All right, so that is how you can never feel like a pest and how you can never feel like you're begging people. And that is from coming from a service mindset instead of a what's in it for me mindset. And I'll keep in mind, there are people who might not appreciate your approach, whether or not you're coming from the helping perspective or not. And keep in mind that that's a them and their thoughts thing and not a you and your thoughts thing. Just be confident in, secure in you knowing where you were coming from when you made that statement. If you fully and wholeheartedly believe that you thought you could help that person by offering them a six pack of pods for $45 because you know it's your favorite scent, then be comfortable and confident in that. And if they rebuff you, that's a them thing, right? Just know who you are as a person when you're approaching them. And then try again later because maybe now it just wasn't a good time for them. That's how you can approach people and never really be bugging them. Okay. All right. That is what I have to say about that. I hope you guys appreciated these thoughts and we'll talk to you again later. Okay. Bye.